Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's the noon o'clock hour here at WSJU Radio. You're listening to the Sports Stop. It's March 19th. Again, it's noon. Hopefully you're enjoying your lunch if you're out down there in the Marillac cafeteria, or you're just listening in, again, eating lunch. On the TuneIn app, searching WSJU, listen to us, or WSJUradio.weebly.com. Listen to the live feed. I am James Mitchell. Alongside me are my partners, Atticus George, Evan McGuire, and Andrew Calvano. You can call in with us. We're in the middle of our brackets at 789-903-SJU. That's 718-990-3758. So we just finished the, what was that, the South?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I didn't put on your mics. I'm sorry.
That was the West.
That was the West?
That was the West.
All right, now we're going to the Midwest.
Yeah.
All right, so this one should be good. We got Wichita State leading this one, and they're either facing Cal Poly or Texas Southern.
That game's going to be on tonight.
For the record, I have Texas Southern winning. I'm sorry, Cal Poly, and your 13-19 record or whatever it is.
No, I really, really hope Cal Poly wins, because that would put a team with a 13-19 record in the tournament.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Wichita State just takes it, though.
Yeah, I'm saying Wichita State.
Oh, yeah, Wichita State. Yeah, no.
Whoever
Cal
wins,
Poly,
Wichita State.
I want Cal Poly, but...
Yeah.
No.
All right, we all have Wichita State?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, now it's Kentucky versus Kansas State.
Kentucky.
Definitely Kentucky. Kentucky is one of the most overseeded or underseeded teams out there.
And they have everything not everything, but they're starting to come together and play some good basketball.
A lot of things
right
are
now.
going their way right now, so
Yeah,
I'm definitely picking Kentucky.
They had a little bit of a rocky start at the beginning, but they've been on a roll lately. They went to the finals of the FCC tournament. Did you guys watch that game by any chance against Florida?
No, I didn't.
They should have won. They fouled Florida with like 20 seconds left, and it was 1-1. And the guy misses the first free throw, but Florida gets the rebound again, and they fouled Florida again. Still 1-1. The guy misses the first free throw again. 2 straight first missed free throws. Kentucky gets the ball and calls a timeout with 20 seconds, sets up a play. Everything, the guy's driving in with 5 seconds and slips and falls.
Oh.
They were down 1.
Unfortunate.
They had an easy chance to win it.
They're hungry. They're hungry.
I think they are hungry, and I think Kentucky takes this game here. I think it's going to be close. You know, Kansas State's always a tough team come tournament time. But
definitely, yeah.
I think Kentucky wins this one, and who knows, maybe they beat Wichita State in the next one.
Maybe. Now we got St. Louis versus NC State.
Or Xavier. Oh, wait, no, Xavier,
Yeah, Xavier lost last night. Now it's officially NC State. I'm taking St. Louis no matter who it was playing. But NC State, they had a pretty nice game last night.
Yeah, I was actually taking NC State or Xavier, no matter.
Yeah,
who
I am not high on St. Louis.
No, St. Louis. They started out hot. They had a lot of really bad losses. I don't think that they can pull it out.
I think T.J. Warren is just going to completely take over, kind of like he did last night in the second half, and it's just I think NC State takes it.
Yeah. He scored 20-plus in 17 straight games.
Also, I mean, even though I'm going against my pick, St. Louis just lost 4 of the last 5,
exactly,
including against St. Bonaventure.
Yeah.
But the thing I wasn't too happy about was North Carolina State's points per game versus points allowed per game.
One more.
It's 1.
Yeah.
And that's too risky for me.
That's understandable.
Going by the numbers, I just don't like that.
They're also 1-7 against top 25 teams.
I mean, St. Louis is 0-2. I don't see any of these teams going far, but
no.
Yeah, I mean,
in this game,
I got NC State here. I would love to take them maybe into the Sweet 16, but I think their story ends when they play Louisville. But I do have NC State for this first game against St. Louis.
I'm assuming you also have Louisville winning against Manhattan. Do we all have that?
I think we all have
Tough draw for Manhattan.
Yeah,
it really was.
You know, they could be New York's team too.
I mean, technically they are higher seeded than Albany.
It's true. I don't know. I just like saying Albany's New York's team.
The Great Danes.
Yeah, they're the Great Danes
from the capital.
You can look at the ESPN one. It gives you a little insider thing with how many people pick them and everything.
Yeah.
97% of the country picked Louisville. I don't know what 3% picked Manhattan.
The people that were drunk when they made these.
And drunk when they made these, yeah. I don't know.
It's kind of like the Florida Gulf Coast one.
I don't know how anybody.
Whoa, hey, they went far. What was they? Sweet 16?
Yes,
I know.
16.
But I'm just saying that's the
NIC
people that picked them
as an 8 seed.
Yep. So we have UMass going up against either Iowa or Tennessee. Whoever wins that game tonight, which I am going to say that Iowa wins and then Iowa beats UMass.
I agree. I agree with that. I think UMass is just way too overrated in this. I think Iowa will. I picked Iowa, so I think Iowa will win.
Yeah, I agree. I think UMass is overseeded. I think Iowa's actually a pretty good team. They had a little rocky patch there.
Gotta love Iowa.
But you gotta love Iowa.
But if Tennessee wins, then I'm not so sure.
I'm still taking Tennessee.
All right.
I'm still taking Tennessee.
I really didn't look into Tennessee. I'm really putting all my money in on Iowa winning tonight.
I got Iowa winning tonight, and then taking down UMass, and then I have Iowa beating Duke.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
That's my Cinderella for the year.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Duke versus Mercer next.
Duke.
I think we're probably all on Duke.
Yeah.
I mean, Duke's been very up and down this season, much more up and down than they have been in recent years. I think we're all on them, though.
Yeah, we got Duke. Then we have Texas versus Arizona State. I do love the Sun Devils, but I like Texas.
I'm going with ASU.
I'm going with ASU as well.
Yeah, ASU's the pick over here.
Yeah.
All right.
The ASU is a really good team. They got a 7'2" center, Jordan Baczynski, I think his name is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but
he's averaging 11, 8, and 4 blocks.
Yeah,
it's tough to score it in the paint against them.
I mean, not much was expected for Texas this year.
No.
And,
Texas is too up and down.
Yeah, but now they're like even before the season they weren't really expected to do much.
Yeah.
But now they're 17. I like that. So I'm going Texas.
Again, I'm taking a Pac-12 school with ASU.
Yeah, you are the biggest homer. You're worse than Shea was with New England. That guy would pick New England for every game. They could be facing like the mid-'80s 49ers, and he'd pick New England to win.
No, okay. To be like the Mariners, they're.
I was surprised you picked them as second.
I picked them second. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that they're gonna win the AL West. No, definitely not.
All right, now we have Michigan versus Wofford.
Wofford.
I like that.
We can go with Wofford. We can go for Wofford.
I think Wofford loses, but I think Wofford wins.
According to Yahoo, because you're looking at ESPN, I'm looking at Yahoo. 99% of users picked Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the $1 billion bracket one?
This isn't the $1 billion one. This is, but I think like they take everybody's picks from all of Yahoo.
Yeah,
leagues.
I think people in the $1 billion one are probably trying to win the $1 billion, and so they're like, gotta go with the GC.
Exactly.
Where ESPN people are thinking a little bit more like maybe Wofford.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, so that finishes the first round. Now let's go back up to the South. We got Florida versus Pittsburgh. Wait, do we?
We all have
Florida versus Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We can just go by the majority of who we have.
All right, I like that. I actually have Pittsburgh upsetting Florida.
That is bold.
That's my bold prediction.
I don't
Florida
think Pittsburgh offense is good enough to do that.
Pittsburgh just isn't good enough in general. Florida is.
I just don't like Florida.
Fantastic. They're amazing. They went undefeated in the SEC.
I wouldn't say amazing.
All the way through.
The SEC. Who do they have to play in the SEC? What, Baylor?
They got Baylor's in the Big 12.
Yeah, Kentucky.
They got Kentucky.
Listen,
they got Tennessee.
Relax. Stop taking my head off. I don't know.
Okay.
But who they have?
The SEC isn't that strong. They have Kentucky. They have. Vandy is usually good. Vandy wasn't that good this year. Tennessee is decent. Alabama and Auburn were both awful this year.
Yes.
So the SEC isn't that impressive, but I think Florida is a really impressive team.
I agree with you. I understand the SEC is not the strongest conference in college basketball, but I think they beat Pittsburgh. I don't think this is where Florida goes down.
No.
I think so. That's my bold prediction. That's pretty much it for me. Then we have SF Austin. I think we all had this versus UCLA.
Yeah, I have their SF Austin's run coming to an end here.
Yeah. I think they're done against UCLA.
I don't.
Oh,
okay,
really?
all right,
Nice.
all right. I like that.
I think Stephen F. Austin just keeps on rolling. What do they have to lose?
They're hot.
Yeah,
true.
they are really hot.
Besides Wichita State, they're arguably the hottest team in the country.
Yeah.
So, UCLA's kind of been up and down,
Yeah.
We follow them a lot because, we know Kyle Anderson back from New Jersey.
Yeah.
And to me, there's an up and down team. I think Stephen F. Austin plays a consistent game, and I think that's why they move on to the Sweet 16.
I can see that.
Understandable.
I just don't think that they're going to be able to keep up with UCLA.
Yeah, I think they'll just wear them down throughout the game and finally pull away towards the end and just.
Yeah, UCLA scores 82 points per game. They got a fantastic offense. So I guess we'll see. I think it'll actually be a really good game, but I'm going with UCLA.
All right, me too. Now we have, I think we all have Ohio State. Well, we didn't all have Ohio State, but we have Ohio State versus Syracuse or Dayton versus Syracuse. Well, first Dayton, man. Who do you got going on?
I got Syracuse.
Okay.
I got Syracuse.
You
winning.
got number 3 beating number 11. I have Ohio State moving on, beating Syracuse. But these two teams, they're very similar to me. They just seem like almost very similar.
I agree with
I can
that.
see that. Poor offense, really
And
good
really good
defenses,
defense,
and kind of up and down.
Yeah.
It could that game, if it is Ohio State, could really go either way. It depends which Syracuse team shows up and which Ohio State team shows
Yeah,
up.
so I have Ohio State beating them, upsetting them.
I just don't think Ohio State's. I think Syracuse's offense is better than Ohio State's, and I just don't think with how poor they are with Ohio State, how poor they are with shooting the three, I don't think they can beat the zone and any other way really. So I have Syracuse. It pains me to do it because I hate both teams, but I went with Syracuse.
I hate Ohio State, which is part of the reason why I have Dayton upsetting them.
I understand that.
Yeah, I got Ohio State playing Syracuse in this spot here. I mean, as much as I would like to take Ohio State, I just think deep down Syracuse is still that number 1 seed.
Right.
Yeah. And I think Jim Boeheim, keeps them rolling.
He's got him ready.
Yeah.
All right. Next we have, well, some of us have Stanford, I believe, but it's either Stanford, New Mexico going up against Kansas, who we all had.
Mm-hmm. I got Kansas in this game.
I have Kansas beating New Mexico, but I think
I still have Embiid
Stanford
out
too.
at this point.
I think Embiid might come back for this game.
I still say he might suit up and he'll play maybe 10 minutes, but I think that would be at most his this is his shake off the rust game if he comes back. Mm-hmm. So I have Kansas advancing though.
All right. Now we're gonna move on to the East. We got Virginia versus Memphis. We all had, right?
Yeah.
I have Virginia winning.
Yeah. Virginia is too good right now.
I have Virginia going. I think they're going to stay hot and keep it going.
All right. And then we have Cincy or Harvard versus Michigan State. Do we all have Michigan State here?
Yeah.
Michigan State's my team.
This one's a little unfortunate for Harvard, though. I think if Harvard was up against a better a different 4 seed besides Michigan State or Louisville, like San Diego State or UCLA, they'd have a better chance.
Yeah.
But
Michigan State, they could easily have the talent to be a number 1 seed.
Yeah, they do.
And then to put it at 4, it's unfair, really.
Yeah, I have Harvard versus Michigan State, but I think if Cincinnati matched up with Michigan State, it's going to be a test game early for the Spartans.
Right.
I think Cincinnati could play a tough game against them.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I have, but I have Michigan State beating that one out. Then we have either UNC or Providence versus Iowa State.
I got Iowa State moving on.
Yep.
I do too.
I have Iowa State moving on.
UNC goes down.
Yep.
Or Providence.
Or Providence.
But
My
I have
apologies.
UNC going down.
Yeah.
And then we got St. Joe's versus Nova.
I got St. Joe's.
You got St. Joe's?
I got St. Joe's.
See, I was torn between this.
I think Villanova is an extremely weak 2 seed. They were a really weak ranked. What were they? They were 8th in the country for a little bit. I thought they did not deserve that ranking. I think St. Joe's is way underseeded. Villanova's way overseeded. St. Joe's been on a tear lately. I'm taking St. Joe's.
I have UConn versus Nova actually.
Okay.
But I have Nova moving on. I think the 3 ball is just gonna prevail over UConn.
See, here's what I had the problem with. I was torn between St. Joe's versus Connecticut, and I picked St. Joe's.
Yeah, I would.
And then I think that kind of backed me away from St. Joe's beating Villanova. I think it could happen, but I have Nova moving on.
That's the one thing that scares me is I don't know if St. Joe's is going to beat UConn.
Yeah, exactly.
And so if they lose, then I lose a Sweet 16 team.
Yeah.
But you gotta play it risky sometimes.
That's all right. I don't have Florida in my Sweet 16. How about you, Andrew? What are you at?
Like I said, I split this game up. So I got 2 games UConn versus Nova, 2 games St. Joe's versus Nova. I would like to see St. Joe's beat Villanova. I think a classic Big 5 Philadelphia matchup would really
that'd be cool.
Really be
I'd like
a
that.
big game.
And it's in the East region.
Yeah.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah.
I would love to see it. But I think Villanova prevails, and I think they get to the Garden.